It's the Know Nothing Sports Podcast with Brandon and Kyle.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
It's showtime.
Oh, yeah. Back in the Know Nothing Sports Garage Studio.
Hello.
Brandon and Kyle. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Know Nothing Sports, X, the Everything app. You are the news now.
You are the news now.
DraftKings socials, betting groups. You
out
can
there.
see that I finally won a
Oh,
bet
thank
for
gosh.
the kids, Kyle. I finally won a
the
bet for the kids.
kids. We were
got
thinking
one.
you didn't care about them.
It seemed like it. And I almost wonder if those guys were rooting for a loss because they would have got more money. But we'll see, because we still got Michigan Natty to get to in the future that I will donate to them as well.
Did you talk to them about running with a vest?
No, but I've...
Does that count as a rep? Every step could be a rep if
I
you
think so.
if you're carrying 20 pounds.
Well, I was also thinking about getting them on the show for a little bit, too, just to discuss my...
Oh, the lead up to it. When is it?
Next February. They're training now, so it's a year.
That's a long time. That's a
They're
good
training.
commitment, fellas.
Well, you got to train for that
Oh,
stuff. That
yeah,
ain't no
24
joke.
hours, and they got to lift 100,000 pounds and run it
100 miles.
Fuck me sideways.
Tell me about it, dude. And I've been trying to get...
I don't think I've run 100 miles to date since birth.
I would agree. I think so myself. And I was trying to help out, and it just kept losing and losing. I felt like Steve Young on the sidelines when he asked him to take this monkey off his back. And it was my Michigan Wolverines who took care of business. Let me finish the socials here too. Don't forget to rate us, review us, 5 stars, and shit on us all over in the comments.
5-star shitters.
We will read them on air. I was actually too busy to check if we got any new ones today. We will read them next if we got some new ones, because we are so appreciative of our brand new followers, brand new subscribers,
there's a lot of y'all here now.
brand new downloaders.
Who would have thought one fight?
Dude, one dude gets irate at a wrestling match. Know Nothing Sports gets on the
Yes.
map a little bit. Dude, that video still got it all. It's got it all. I'm so
If you
interested
haven't
in
seen
stuff.
it, it's pinned right at the top of Facebook and on TikTok, so
Yes.
go find it.
Also, we are on YouTube.
It has one view and it says it was uploaded at 6 a.m. this morning.
Sounds
Nah.
about right.
Here's the thing with YouTube. Subscriber count, good. Plays could be better. I do the same thing. Our audio downloads and stuff are going way up. It still helps. I prefer podcasts and audio too. If you subscribe and rate us on YouTube, it's a big help. And thank you
Yes.
to all of you out there right now.
Who
We can't
doesn't want
complain.
to? I'm surprised we have to beg people to write nasty things about people
know.
in the comment
I know.
section.
I think they think we don't mean it sometimes.
There was a guy on TikTok who called us lard asses the other day. It said
Awesome.
we should go outside and touch grass. Does that count?
That does count.
Okay, I'm paraphrasing.
Try to
I'll
get
have
his
it.
name.
I will have it ready for the
And
next
there
one.
was a guy mad about our strike ABS take.
Yes, I think
Yes.
that was Angel Hernandez's burner account.
Yes. And this is what I
Another umpire commented and said, refs don't get emotional about it and all this stuff. I was like, come on, have you watched baseball? And then I clicked on it, and he's in his ref uniform commenting
there we
on
go.
this.
So I think this is a non-negotiable, because you can say with the NFL and the NBA stuff, like you could go all the way back to that pass interference, the Rams and Saints in the NFC Championship. This is so quick and so fast, and everybody on TV sees it. They act like you don't. There is a strike zone on your TV when you watch. You see the balls go low and inside called strikes.
A guy tried to argue, no, you're only seeing it on the screen as 2D. Strike zones are 3D. I was like, I don't care. 2D, 4D, Puzz 3D. It's going up. Whatever. Just get it right.
Well, and it's proved how wrong they are. How often
That one
they're
guy was
wrong.
76.
76.
Yeah, 76 of 76 on getting overturned calls.
And it takes no times. And I think you only get 2 challenges. I think it should be 3.
You can only lose 2 challenges.
Right.
And it does make sense to have 3 because it's 3 strikes and you're out.
That's what I'm saying. It makes
So
sense.
you
to
could
have
do
3.
you could lose one every 3 innings.
No.
And as long as it takes like no time. So
Yes.
why not?
See, this is one of those things where I think I can't believe some things are debatable because this has clearly made it better for baseball.
Yes, and some of these old heads act like it's just like a blemish on the game.
Well,
It's
and
like why? Because they're getting it correct every time.
I get the old, I still want umps behind the bag. I still want that. I get that aspect of it. But like you brought up Angel Hernandez, this, was it CB, the guy who got 76 wrong. Don't have it ahead of me. I'm on cloud 9 right now because of the Michigan win. He was wrong 76 times. And he was wrong 2 times in a game, which would have got bases loaded. Would have got, I can't remember who was it. It was the Reds. but I can't remember
Eugenio
who was playing.
Suarez.
Would have got them out of a jam. They scored runs after it, and he called it wrong twice.
The bases were loaded. They walked him one in.
And I don't give a shit. I almost said fuck, but now I did say it. If you're any baseball fan, why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you want that?
Why wouldn't you want to get it correct?
It's not debatable to me, one bit. All right. If you guys thought I talked fast like a Northern Yankee before and got animated and excited, I am on cloud 9 right now, Kyle. Michigan in the Natty officially. A fucking bludgeoning, blue hammer, red nail. I've been saying it all week. And trust me, look, I'm a moron. I'm an idiot. This isn't like
Some people are saying we're lardasses.
or lardasses. I'm not saying like when you get the Stephen A's or the Matt, like I told you so. I told you so. I'm stupid. I am dumb. But I know when a team makes their money getting to the rack and a team who's the best in the nation at stopping you from getting to the rack, and Arizona, the team who wants to get to the rack, if you haven't figured that out yet, terrible at threes. It's a recipe for disaster. And sure enough, Michigan beat their fucking ass. Also, without Yaxel, he played 19 minutes. 9 minutes in the second half, 5 minutes in the first half. Injury looked bad to me. I was texting everybody. I felt my life. It felt like the Hutch injury.
High ankle sprain, but he got back out there on it.
Got back out there. Be a lot to get there till Monday. But
That ankle's going to just be an ice for the next 48 hours.
He really doesn't need to practice or anything.
No,
They know what
but
they
none
got
of them
going
do
on.
at this point. Come on.
So we got Michigan, UConn headed to the national championship. We'll recap the Final Four, obviously preview the Natty a little bit. Look a headline, what I just saw. Michigan minus 7.5. Michigan minus 7.5. Also, Rockies opening day hilarity. I was at Rockies opening day and I'll talk briefly on it. It was hilarious. Easter weekend, baby. We're burning the late night oil after the Michigan game in here. We got props. Some people are saying, and more. Kyle, you took UConn, correct?
I did.
So UConn got you paid, right?
Yeah.
But did you take Arizona?
I did. I told you on the show I was rooting for Michigan. I just really thought their bigs and those Euro guys were going to do a little bit better. I mean, both of y'all have been tearing everybody up in the tournament.
Well,
so I
I'm gonna
thought
say
they were going to come back a little harder than that.
I'm a little bit offended because you talked me into taking Arkansas over Arizona with good knowledge about what you thought could happen. And you knew, I also thought that Arizona was the weakest of the 4-1 seeds. I had thought that. I thought they got exposed in their conference tournament a little bit. Not exposed. They didn't. Don't let me get my Michigan hype talk too stupid. But I thought I could have talked you into Michigan. And you didn't. You could have.
I did say my heart was with it, but the betting side of me was saying Arizona.
You know, everybody at work was telling me, I would tell anybody with ears that Michigan's going to pound them. And they did. And it feels good, especially getting off the snide and getting $100 after 4 bets, 0 for 3. It was the road to 0-4 for the 100 challenge for kids.
They still would have been better off if you just didn't bet.
Yes, but I had told when I first started this, I have a future bet that I placed in. Remember in November, I proclaimed Michigan will win the national championship. Put a future bet in there. Michigan wins, another 100's going to them as well.
Oh, wow.
Because I've got that future in. I'm not betting the 7. Well,
what odds did you get on the future?
It was 550. 550
in November. That was it.
Yeah, because it was right after they beat Gonzaga by like 30, and they were third favorites. Duke was 1. It might actually been Arizona too.
Yeah.
Look, that's a long time ago, going back to November.
Well, they were 1 and 2 back and forth a lot this season.
Yeah, and Michigan, when they got to 1, they lost to Duke by like 6. Neutral field, or court, whatever you want to say. It was at Madison Square Garden. But I did fear the only
Neutral site.
The
I
only
think they say.
they do. The only team I really feared was Duke, and I don't fear UConn either, baby. I can tell you that much.
No, I wouldn't think so either. And at 7.5, I think it probably will move to 8.5.
Well, the one thing we got is the Yaxel injury, but he played. So
He played.
you
He
expect
finished
him
the
to play.
game.
That he's going to finish the game.
He's not playing the last 9 minutes of that game and then missing the next one.
Thank God not thank God. I knew it, and I'm dumb. I knew they were going to pound their ass. Thank God they had that kind of lead. They didn't have to keep him in too much and ruin him for the Natty. But Natty, UConn, Michigan, and what was that stat we saw? Was it 4 years? UConn's 18-1 in the tournament.
Yeah, 18-1 in the tournament in the last 4 years. They've got a back-to-back national champion, and then they went, I think, to the Elite Eight last year, and now they're going to the national championship this year. That's a fucking
It's incredible.
streak.
No, that is an outrageous stat. And last year when they won it, they covered the spread every game, and there were a lot of big double-digit spreads. I think they were 10-point favorites against Purdue in the Natty and kicked their ass. Good teams win. Great teams cover. I'm not overlooking UConn. I just think this Michigan team's a beast. They've got NBA size. Mara did have a bad game against Purdue. He hasn't had a bad game since. He took over when Yaxel went out. So I'm on cloud 9, and I'm smelling Natty. I feel it's coming. And as a born loser, like I said, when Yaxel was hurt, I was like, my head was spinning. I was like, fuck, here we go again. It's the Hutchin injury again. It's the 17-point comeback from the 49ers in the second half in the NFC Championship.
What
Not
really
to be
drew
done.
me to the Arizona game, to the Arizona line,
Yeah.
was that Purdue game. And I thought they were going to get Mara in some bad spots and make him come out to the free throw line and work around him.
Well,
They couldn't do it.
if they could shoot, they would. Purdue
Yeah.
can shoot.
Yeah.
They can't shoot. And they just thought they would. I would say bad coaching, too. He denied the NC job. We'll get into that later. They should have tried. Well, they can't shoot. I don't know. I'm not a coach, but I don't know why they tried to do their bread and butter, because they knew Michigan was going to try to stop it, and they've been stopping it all
Well, I mean,
season.
whether the other team can stop it or not, you still do your bread and butter. You don't change things.
Yeah, but I mean, when it wasn't working, it was. I mean,
Yeah.
our bigs were destroying their bigs. It was little bro ass, little bro ass, and I love it. It does. I will say that this is going to sound stupid too. The Elite Eight game and this game, I haven't had any type of tension in any of the Michigan games this
No,
season.
they've all been like 10-point or
They
more
beat
wins.
everyone's ass. And even the Tennessee game, I told you, I went out and played with my daughter on the trampoline. It's like they were up 32 when I stopped watching. I would have liked a little more drama, but fuck that. Let's go get that Natty. I am stoked. And as I mentioned earlier, we finally got a bet for the 100 challenge for kids. Got $100 in there for those kids. And I was getting way too stressed out about that. To go 0-4, I would have felt like such a fucking dipshit. And tried to promote like such a good cause, just fucking everything up. Easter weekend, Kyle. What do you got planned for Easter?
Well, got to dye the eggs.
Yes.
We go real eggs when we hide them too.
Same.
We dye and hide them.
Yep. Absolutely.
So but some of these people do the plastic eggs and the little pieces of candy in there.
Nah.
Nah,
Real eggs. I love hard boiled eggs.
me
Love
too.
egg
And then we
salad.
turn them into deviled eggs. So
Yes.
we keep them in the fridge all night. So they're only outside in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. No.
And then, it's Colorado. It's 55 tomorrow. So
I've left the eggs out overnight. My wife was not happy about that.
that's a bit iffy.
See, that's
But
what.
it's a hard boiled egg
You know-
too.
Tell you what, the people who leave their eggs out overnight can protect the paint. We can protect the paint. If you're from Michigan, you leave them out overnight. That's how it goes.
There you go.
But
You think that a lot of those people got the COVID vaccine?
in Michigan, I don't.
Egg overnighters.
Oh, egg overnighters? No, I don't.
You'd be safe out here. I mean, you could put those eggs out tonight, right now, and then
Yeah.
it's almost as cold as your. It's as cold as your refrigerator.
That's what
right
I was
now.
trying to tell my wife. Like, no, it's
yeah.
fine. They'll be.
It's
I mean,
like 43 degrees right now.
I don't want to leave them in the house because
Your-
my
your
dumbass
fri-
dog will probably eat
But
them.
yeah, and your fridge is like 40 degrees,
Hey,
and it's only getting colder.
do you get all gussied up for Easter? Are you a
Yes.
gussy up guy?
We are, and we do a big lunch.
Yep.
Wife cooks all the, the things,
Yeah.
ham and all that stuff.
We're gonna do a little bit of a. I'm not a good Easter guy, just how my job works. I'm never home during Easter. Never. Always working. But Easter, spring is in the air. March Madness wrapping up.
It's more than in the air. It's here.
It's here. It's here. So if you didn't get your shopping done, you're in trouble. Well, 7-Eleven. You could probably get something from 7-Eleven.
What are you trying to get?
Oh, my Easter basket's taken care of. I'm just saying that would be your only option now if you forgot Easter. 7-Eleven.
King Supers.
They're not open.
Right now?
Not now. Are they even open on Easter? I guess
Oh,
they
yeah.
probably
They're
would be.
open on Easter. There's enough agnostics around here that would, raise some cane if they couldn't get into
That's true.
King Supers.
No doubt. Opening weekends happening throughout baseball through the week. We are here, even though Arkansas, SEC, Michigan, Big Ten coming together as one. We live in Colorado. You know our history with the Rockies, and if you follow sports, you know how bad they've been historically. We made a killing betting against them last year.
I mean, they lost over 100 games, and I think we probably bet on like 80 of them.
And I really don't. The only time they won, I bet against them that sticks out was the Yankees. They beat the Yankees somehow 1 out of 3 games. But then I just doubled up the next few games.
They only won, two series last year? Marlins once, and then somebody else.
2 series. I think it was the Giants and the Marlins. They swept. They didn't win more than 3 games in a row.
And then what they have, like 5, 8-game losing streaks?
10.
10?
Wow. They hit 10 a bunch. They never lost. Their one claim to fame was they never lost over 10, but they'd lose 10 in a row, like 10 in a row, win 1, 10 in a row, win 1.
Yeah.
So Denver is a great sports town. They are a little too positive for me. They're always like,
Well, they haven't just had such shitty years for long stretches, you
Yes.
know?
they,
I mean, I know like after Peyton Manning left, they had a rough time, but come on.
If you ever really
a lot of other franchises have suffered a lot more than the Broncos.
well, if you look at the Broncos like history, they've been in the Super Bowl in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, made the playoffs consistently.
yeah, they've won playoff. I mean, they've won Super Bowls in 2 different decades.
Yep. They get the Avs from Quebec, win a Stanley Cup their first year in existence.
Why did that team move? I mean, Quebec, it seems like it'd be, I mean, they could support a hockey team. I don't get it.
I don't know. My guess would probably be like stadium issues. A lot of relocations
yeah.
are stadium issues.
Which one? The Coyotes, Arizona, right?
Yep.
They built like a little dinky stadium, like
Yes.
15,000 people. Do people not go to the games there or something?
That would be my guess. And their last year in existence, they played at Arizona State, where their hockey team was, and they didn't even bother to like put a coyote on the ice. It was the Sun Devil out there.
Oh,
So
jeez.
that's why they're the Utah Mammoth now.
I thought that was an expansion team.
Now that's the Coyotes. I could be wrong. You can fact check me on that, but I'm fairly certain. Either way,
Mammoth is a good name, and I like when teams for ice hockey, Ice Age. Come on,
yes. My problem with it is I'm too familiar with the stupid lacrosse
yeah.
team, the Mammoth out here.
that makes sense. But I also think it's nice when teams don't end in an S.
Yeah,
You know, like Mammoth.
not too many.
Yeah, Heat.
too many.
You know, that
Um,
sort of thing.
So, Rockies opening day, they put on a great show. It is a great sports town. Stadium's packed. The field looks awesome. Parties outside. Good looking girls, dudes, seam heads, ready to see a little baseball. Got an amazing guy opening with the national anthem. F-16. I still don't know how they time that shit. To where when he goes, and the home of the brave, and all of a sudden all these F-16s come right when he says brave.
Well, it takes only so many seconds to sing the national anthem. It's like 2 minutes and 10
Yeah, but
seconds
when you
or
have to
something like
plan
that.
like your whole route to like
Well, those things can move in like seconds, man. They're
Right.
probably just circling right outside the stadium and listening in. And
Yes.
as soon as you start saying,
Well-
rockets red glare or something, they start flying that way.
I'm sure it's easier than I think of it in my head, but I love flyovers.
We
and
need to
I'll
call the Colorado National Guard and ask some
ask
questions.
a few questions how they do these flyovers. Crowd's hyped. Everyone's going wild. And the Rockies go down 8-1 in the first inning. It was so funny and so quick. It was like hit after hit after hit. They give up 3 runs, get 2 outs. So the crowd kind of gets into it a little bit. They still got 2 men on. Get 2 outs, the crowd gets into it a little bit. I can hear the like radio, KOA radio talking about trying to get out of jam here and hold it to 3. There's the and it's long, dude. This dude it wasn't Schwarber or Harper. I think it was Brahm. Hit it into the cheapest seats in at Coors Field. They were down 9-0 in 3 outs.
Jeez. I did see a video at the Rockies ballpark today introducing some new food.
Yes,
That 2-foot dog,
the Glizilla.
the Glazilla, that
Yep.
is a 2-foot dog. It weighs 2
Two
pounds.
Yep.
Before the toppings, before you put any toppings on it, it weighs a 2-pound hot dog.
Yep.
And I also saw a giant taco, like
Giant taco. I learned the name of it and I forgot it. It's like the manchu. Yeah, it's a huge taco. Yes.
yeah,
Great
and it's
reviews.
one of those like old El Paso U-shaped shells.
Yep.
Like, but it's like, as big as
Yeah.
a plate.
Yeah, they went all out.
And then they've got the 999 challenge, which
Yes.
surprises me. It surprises me they'll give you 9 beers all at once.
Here's the thing.
That where are they? It's only a party platter, huh?
Yes. Is the cheapest.
Cheap.
If you claim to do one of those, all the stadiums basically have them now. You actually didn't do it. That it's like, if you've ever been to like Beer Fest,
Yeah.
where you get those cups, they fill them up. It's like cups like that full.
Yeah, it
And
looks like little wine
It's
glasses.
mini hot dogs. And the reason why they keep,
No, that the Colorado one looked like a full size
Mini.
hot dog.
I saw it with my own 2 eyes. They're
Mini hot dog.
Mini hot dogs.
Oh gosh! Just if you're gonna do it, Colorado Rockies, do it right.
Yes.
Don't puss out on this. Just give them a full size hot dog. Now you got 3 different size hot dogs in this stadium. You got a 2-foot one. You've got a 4-inch one, and then a regular size dog. Leave me alone.
It's so stupid. It's like when corporate, not to be like, I'm no communist, but that's like when corporations get involved in things that people do just for fun. Because just no way legally could they serve anybody 9 beers.
Exactly.
So they have to do it that way. Then put that in as like, I get it. To me, if you're into that, it's fun.
So it's really probably like 3 beers.
Dude, I'll tell you what, we'll go to a game and we'll all order that. We'd crush it. We'd be done with the beer before they even gave up the 9 runs. And then it was basically like cocktail wieners.
No,
It's not
we're
that
talking
bad.
veiny
It's not that bad.
sausages.
I would say 3 inches. I would say they're 3-inch dogs.
3 inches hard.
Soft. These are not hard. They're soft. But it was just hilarious because if you are, you're not as big a baseball fan as me, but especially in Detroit. Detroit has a lot of tradition there. Opening day is magical
losing.
and special. We've won some.
I'm just teasing.
It's a great tradition. Start of summer. Everybody's in a great mood. And for them to lay such a fucking disastrous egg in 2 outs. It wasn't even 3 outs. It was so funny. It actually made it worth it to me. First thing I did after the first inning was text Kyle, did you bet against the Rockies?
Oh man, I hadn't yet, but I did the next game. Of course, they lost that too.
They lost
today.
that one.
I also saw. Speaking of baseball and food and all that,
Yeah.
Texas Rangers always have some pretty good looking food.
Yeah.
And some different takes on things. They've got the nacho sombrero now.
Yes, you can wear.
You can wear the sombrero, and it's full of nachos and cheese dip. It's full of nachos, and then it's got a reservoir of just cheese dip. You can just dip in it. It looks
Yes.
cool, and people were wearing it in the crowd. It was fun.
You know, it's going to get, when you get a good buzz on, there's going to be.
Oh man, you're gonna dump some queso on somebody in
there's-
the next row in
Yes.
front of you. Oh man,
predict
you're gonna
that's
look
gonna
down
cause-
at your phone,
Yeah.
forget you got a head full of nachos,
Yes.
and dump it all over somebody, and they're gonna be pissed.
I do like that a lot of stadiums are doing this crazy shit, though.
Yeah, why not?
It's fun. Have a little fun. Have a little fun out there. Baseball's supposed to be fun. like Tom Hanks.
You know the Bark in the Park nights?
Oh, yeah.
Do the Rockies have that?
Yep.
I think. Do they ever do the ring doorbell and all the dogs go fucking nuts? Ding dong.
You know, I don't know.
I've seen it at other ballparks, and they hit the ring doorbell and they play different chimes like
That's smart. They
like
might.
the ring camera going off and all
Yes.
that stuff, and dogs just go
Pavlov's theory.
ape shit for a
Oh, yeah.
minute. It's really funny.
I've always wanted to take my dog to park in the park. I have.
I would take one of my dogs to the dog park. I mean, to bark at the park,
Yeah.
but
Well,
it'd be
yeah.
Copper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because he's the only real dog you have.
That's a majestic dog. You know, I get so many compliments on Copper. Like, man, that's a beautiful dog, but he is.
Yeah.
He's a,
He's a real dog.
He's a real dog, just a little coonhound and pit bull mix.
Yep.
Great little Arkansas dog, born in
Well, take him
Jonesboro,
to-
Arkansas.
Take him to bark in the park.
I might.
Tickets are
He's mature
going
enough
fast.
now.
Tickets are going fast. Do you want to do anything with the? I don't know enough about it. You can maybe tell me the Trump NIL stuff.
Oh man, good. I actually agree with this.
You're gonna need to.
So yeah, I'll
Still
break
lay
it
it on
down.
him.
So he put out an executive order, I believe yesterday, that basically said you've got 5 years to complete playing ball in college.
I don't
You can-
disagree with that.
Nope, me either.
Don't come at us for being Trump
No,
lovers.
no,
Just
no,
talking
just-
about this.
Just makes sense.
Yeah.
And you've got 5 years to complete playing ball. You can transfer one time, no penalty, not having to sit out.
Okay.
And I don't see what the big fuss is about this. Like, that makes sense to
Because
me.
Trump said
You
it.
got Chandler Morris going for his 7th year of eligibility for no fucking good reason.
There's a lot of too much
It's
time.
really
in.
killing high school recruiting
Yes.
too.
No, that's
Because you got really good athletes that are waiting to get their turn, and Chandler Morris is 26 years old and still, I mean, he might as well have a fucking doctorate at this point.
No shit.
People go to 7 years worth of school. They should be a doctor,
Well,
Brandon,
and I'm-
not a University of Virginia quarterback that is subpar.
Well, I would.
And your dad sucks too, bitch.
I'm glad you brought up.
You know
The
who his
kids
dad
coming
is,
in.
right?
No.
Morris from Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. I'm glad you brought up about the kids getting their coming up with scholarships and the young
Yeah.
kids coming up because
One of the worst things that happened during COVID was everybody just getting an extra year, no questions asked, because you got high school seniors that are like, what the hell? Now there's no spot, especially in basketball, because you've only got 15
Yes.
roster spots. So when you don't recruit 4 or 5 kids out of high school, it's like, where do those kids go?
Yeah. Well, they need to, whether a president needs to do an executive order or they need to at least get some sort of here's how it works. Because sometimes you got a guy from the NBA
Yes.
coming back in. Sometimes you got this. I mean, Trumbull on North Carolina, it seemed like he was playing in Maryland when my wife was pregnant. Like, how the fuck is he even still in college?
And it just seems like all they do is appeal the NCAA will say you're not eligible. And then just appeal it to a local judge.
Yeah.
Says, nah, you're eligible. You're good, bud.
Well, they can't. The NCAA can't do anything.
Well, they
right.
can't. Yeah, it can't be the Wild West like this. I am all for these players making money.
We're a player podcast.
We're all for making money. We're paying a player. We
That's
got
right.
a player
We've got
on an
an NIL
NIL deal. Shout out to Blake George, Adams State Grizzlies. So we're all on board with that, but I am not on board with watching somebody that's almost 30 fucking years old sling a football.
No, I don't need that either. But who knows how that's going to go? Whatever Trump does becomes toxic. But the government doesn't even need to get involved. It should just be the NCAA figuring this out. It's not that hard. Well, actually, those ground rules sound pretty good.
It's not like it's anything earth-shattering.
No.
It's 5 years of eligibility. It's always been 5 years of
Always.
eligibility. And you've had a red shirt year, and then you could play your 4 years. That's 5 years.
And the transfer with no penalty is perfect too.
At one time, no penalty. I'm so on board with
Perfect.
that. You could even talk me into very easily a second transfer if your coach is fired, is retired, or takes another job.
Absolutely. Because it used to always bother me that like kids couldn't transfer. And then like
Yeah, and then these coaches go wherever they want.
yeah, like Brian Kelly left Cincinnati to Notre Dame and just left them high and dry in the Sugar Bowl against Florida, and he's got no penalty. But if one of the like was it Travis Kelce or his brother? I think Travis Kelce was on that Cincinnati team. If he transferred that
Both
year,
the Kelsey brothers were on that Cincinnati
were they
team.
on at the same time?
They were at the same
That's
time.
probably why they were in the Sugar Bowl. But if they
makes
were to
sense.
if they were to transfer, they would be out for the year. Brian Kelly
Yeah.
could just leave before the bowl game.
Yeah, and
go
it
Notre
used to
Dame.
be like you could transfer, and the school you were transferring from could say, "All right, you can't go to any of these schools."
Yeah, and there should be more power to the players. And
It should. They're doing all the work on the field. They should be, they should be accounted for. And we're like you said, we're
Player
podcast. Podcast, but there's also got to be some groundwork here.
there's
It
got to
can't
be
just-
some sort of rules.
It just can't be the Wild West.
There's
all
got to
the
be some
time.
sort. It's not, but they aren't hard. Like look,
It's not some earth-shattering rule. You should be able to finish college in 5 years.
Yes. Well, and with like the ABS, like to me, it's not the like.
Here's a
this isn't hard.
mind-blowing thing for you. In the
What do you
time
got?
before, NIL, Brandon Burlsworth, I'm a big Burls fan.
Yes.
He got not only an undergraduate degree, he got a master's degree, all in 4 years.
Right. Yeah.
4 years, that man got a master's degree and a 4-year college degree. Going
Well-
to school, and that man was going 18 hours every semester and all the summer.
Well, I'm not going to compare that to some of the other stuff. It's just don't be like.
No, I'm just saying shit's possible. Like it's not like we're asking for to move mountains here.
Well,
You
that's-
finish college in 5 years.
It's totally possible. But even like, remember, was it Carson Beck when someone asked him about school? And he's
Yeah,
like,
I haven't been to school in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
No.
If you're not going to school, you need to be done.
Well, it's because they can't.
You got one graduate year. I'll give you that. But 2 years and you haven't cracked a book in 2 years,
Or maybe
you
make-
shouldn't be playing college football.
or maybe make like a special case, a thing. And either way, we'll find out. Who knows where this goes? You know what I mean? Because if Trump says it, half everybody's going to hate it and half everybody's going to love it. And you can take that any way you want. All right, Kyle, give us out some props before I get to gloat on Michigan.
All right. Props to Maryland schools and the Caddy Patty. So in Maryland, it's got Chesapeake Bay. And interesting fact about the Chesapeake Bay, 500 million pounds of seafood a year comes out of Chesapeake Bay. So odds are if you ate a shrimp last year, it probably came from there. An oyster, actually. So anyway, so they've got invasive catfish there, blue catfish, and they devised a way to get rid of them through school lunches.
All right.
So now they were just having fried catfish sandwiches for lunch. And catfish is a really good fish.
It does
It
taste
is
pretty
very
good.
much overlooked as far as like a dirty fish or a poor person's fish.
Fry them
Man.
up. It tastes like a rich person's fish.
Yes, it does. And you can eat catfish a lot of different ways, but yes, fried catfish is the best. We're about to have a nice little catfish fry and crawfish boil over here in a couple weeks.
Might be just
That-
the time I'm done working 2 a day. I'm like 2 a days
Yeah.
out here right now.
Well, hopefully you'll get to come to that. I mean, you've had
Well,
my
I-
catfish and all
we-
that, so you can imagine.
Day one of March Madness, I had
Yeah.
a Fred Flintstone size catfish.
Yeah, you get those big fillets. So I like that they're taking a invasive species and doing
Yes.
something like
Someone
that.
probably is going to hate it.
We can play this clip.
Would you like a catty patty bun? You want catty patty bun? Catty patty for you, ma'am.
It's actually really good. I like it a lot.
It tastes like very similar to crab cake.
It was very
It kind of looks like a crab
does.
cake.
The kids that like it really
Put a little
like
slaw on top.
Very nutritious fish.
I would tartar
Catfish
sauce
is
the
an
fuck
invasive
out of that.
species. It's destroying the habitat of the bay. It's eating the clams and the oysters. And if we don't
Don't
get it
you
out,
shut
the
up, bitch, her.
ecosystem of the bay is
She's
going to
taking care of the
collapse, and
cat.
it's
She's
going to be a
eating these
huge
catfish.
Yeah, no, I like what they're doing, but come
We
on.
try to do our best in the short amount of time that
You
we
can
have
shut
the
up,
kids in the
bitch, yeah.
cafeteria to explain to them where it comes from. We really
Well, if I
like
would've
to
found
pump
it
up
in
the
time, she
idea
would've
that
got
it is
it.
local.
When I get rid of those, the blue crab can live on for a while longer
Yeah.
because, that one blue crab that it doesn't eat could make a lot more blue crabs.
This kid's making sense.
Yep.
That kid making more sense than Curtis did
So
when he was
yeah,
explaining
so
why he fought
the
that wrestler.
blue catfish are eating up the blue crab and the oysters in the Chesapeake Bay. So they're trying to find a way to get rid of those because you eat a blue crab and you eat a female, that means it can't make 500 more.
Well, and they're feeding kids in school lunches, so they're getting rid of it. It's cheaper.
Yes, and it's better than freaking just macaroni and cheese every day.
Yeah, with just full yellow
It's just,
dye number 5
out of a
and
blue box. It's
mystery patties.
This is good. I wish more schools would try to figure out this. I wish more places would try to figure out what we can do with an invasive species that could be good.
Well, I don't want to go
kill all these freaking iguanas across Florida and start making boots. I don't know.
They could. The problem is the government. I don't want to go on. This is a fun show, but the government would get involved and fuck everything up. But I dig it. I dig it because people they do that a lot in Michigan with deer hunting because they starve to death and die, and then still people bitch about it.
Yeah, people
what I
don't
mean?
understand that. They want to stop hunting. It's like, all right, but there's not enough food for all of them. They're
Right.
going to starve.
They're gonna starve and the disease and
Yes.
whatever. All right, I'm giving props out. Do you remember the '90s band the Goo Goo Dolls?
Oh yeah.
I'm giving props to the Goo Goo Dolls. So have you seen the trend on, I've mostly seen it on TikTok, but it's everywhere. Celebrities,
Yeah.
regular people. What were you like in the 90s? And it plays the Goo Goo Dolls song, Iris, from the stupid Nick Cage movie where he was like an angel and he fell in love with Meg Ryan. Now-
Yeah, City of Angels.
So that song's gotten popular.
That's a pretty decent movie, actually.
I never saw it. Just Nick.
Pretty decent.
I didn't. It was wrong time for me.
Good chick flick dramedy, not dramedy. Chick flick drama and Nick Cage. It was good.
I only know about it because of the song, but that song has gone up like 900% in downloads and plays since then. And you got young kids talking about like how much it like, listen how he's talking. Like, I don't want to leave right now. Like it means so much. And I will admit it was kind of bitch made back in the day. They were a guilty pleasure, right? The Goo
They
Goo
were
Dolls.
90s alternative.
But you weren't ever really looking for the Goo Goo Dolls.
Well, I'll tell you, it's not like somebody like I need to go see their concert. It's
Right.
like if they come up on the radio, I'm not going to change the dial.
Right. I will admit that Iris was kind of a guilty pleasure of me
It's a good one.
when I was a senior.
Broadway. You know what I mean? That Broadway is
Broadway's
dark
dark
tonight.
tonight.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I won't tell him your name.
Yeah.
They were kind of bitch made. I will say my senior year homecoming king, humble brag, captain the football team too. Yep. Is there anything better than someone bragging about high school?
Bang the homecoming queen in the back of his Camaro.
Well, it was more like a Pontiac Phoenix.
There you go.
But
It's more like a drummer from the band.
the homecoming queen was like an old girlfriend of mine, and we danced to that song, and we thought it was deeper than it was. So let these kids have a little fun. Maybe they're in love for the first time and they're hearing this song, or they're going through heartbreak and they're hearing this song. Because I don't think there's enough bands anymore. Like everything's like auto-tune. Like Taylor Swift's her own animal. She's like Elvis and the Beatles rolled into
They
one.
had an AI song that was from a fucking computer being #1 for a couple weeks this year.
Well,
I don't remember what one it was.
Well, like what's like a hot band? Like the number one, Taylor Swift.
Remember the movie Simone
No, I
with
never.
Al Pacino, and she was all an artificial intelligence being, and she was making movies and stuff.
No, I
Yeah.
saw the AI one with Joaquin Phoenix, like her. Or
Her,
something.
yeah, where he's basically in love with Siri. Simone was a good one.
Okay.
Well, it was not one of It was not one of Al Pacino's best movies or something, but it relates to today. Like it was just a fake being,
Right. Yes.
and everybody thought she was this movie star. No, she never existed.
Yeah. Well, that's probably going to be more for in the future from here on out.
No, yeah. Now they're making AI movies where like freaking the dude from Neo is fighting
What?
like Jackie Chan and shit.
Yeah. It's AI's got it. I'm old. I'll pretend like I don't understand it. But there's been a lot of people of my age bashing the Goo Goo Dolls. Now, I'm going to say everything this guy's saying here is right. This is just one example I found. They weren't cool. The Goo Goo Dolls weren't cool. But don't gatekeep these kids and try to tell them what we thought about them.
But
in
I
the
didn't think
90s.
like the Goo Goo Dolls were like uncool, like how people bash on like Nickelback today.
Exactly. But
Like I said, I'm not gonna go see their concert, but I'm not changing the radio station when Goo Goo Dolls comes on.
Yes.
Probably gonna sing along depending on which song it is.
Well, I also remember, like I said, at 17 at homecoming, dancing to Iris with a former girl. I mean, this is like 17-year-old shit. but thinking the meanings were deeper than
You
it
want
was.
to give her a shout out?
No.
Really? You think she's a fan?
No, but just too many people I know listen.
Okay. Well, they know who you're talking about anyway.
Probably. Here's just a clip of one of the gatekeepers on the Goo Goo Dolls to these young kids, because these young kids are loving it. They're loving it.
Well, I mean, grunge and 90s shit is cool now.
Right, well, see, here's the thing:
it takes every 20 years as
here's what I'm
styles come
saying,
back
though.
around.
This guy's trying to say they're not here. Well, I'll play the clip.
I can already tell I don't like this guy.
No,
I'm queuing up a shut up
That's a
bit.
bad
Let me rewind it
been a
because
bad
I had it
song,
on
and then-
mute. Because I was gonna play it, then put it on mute because we kept talking.
Hey, just a quick heads up. That Goo Goo Dolls song that everyone uses in the Hey, What Were You Like in the 90s? That's a bad song. It's always been a bad song. In the 90s, we actually used to make fun of that song. That was like a song that Basic Bees would listen to. I mean, look at this guy with this
Shut
transparent
up.
shirt.
Yeah.
If you look up D-Bag, this image would come up. I just don't want everyone to think like that was a song that we all unified, like collectively loved in the 90s. That was a
But
song
nobody
that
collectively
sucked,
hated
and
it.
it still sucks.
Well-
So I just want to make sure everyone knew. Okay. Hey, just a quick.
You get two of them. It's
Like-
not that bad of a song.
Well, like I'm saying that he's not really wrong in a way. Like you'd never thrown a Goo Goo Dolls album at a party, but they've got they've got a big up kick and kids are liking it. You see a lot of people reacting to the song and like talking about the lyrics, and it's really talking about a Nick Cage movie. But who cares? The kids find and like it. We don't have to go out. See, that's like boomer shit. That's like my generation. I was trying to come out and rain on the parade and be like, hey, while you're having fun, we thought this was nerdy in the 90s. So anyway, shout out Goo Goo Dolls, man. You're back on top because of a viral video. It's weird how like what TikTok, these young kids, like that's the influence and stuff they have now. Like well, I guess that was a TV show that I can't think of her name. I'm trying to stall for time. That Running Up the Hill and Stranger Things.
yeah.
That topped the charts in the 80s. Then it topped
Yeah.
the charts again after Stranger Things came out. Either way, don't gatekeep these people. All right. If you dig the Goo Goo Dolls, if you're like a young 17-year-old kid and you've got your first heartbreak or first love and the Goo Goo Dolls are speaking to you, don't let this dweeb tell you that not to like it. Enjoy
No.
it. Enjoy it. You'll find something else. All right, Kyle. Well, I mean, we've wasted enough time. We haven't got into the greatest team right now in the country. Headed to the national championship. But just like Mara was doing. The national championship is set, baby. And just like that, we're only about 36 hours away from them playing one shining moment, and it's all going to be a distant memory. And you're going to say, remember that one shot? Remember that Johnstone guy who didn't score a 2-point bucket in the entire season until the game winner against Wisconsin? Or remember Acuff just taking over? Or that guard from High Point putting him in the spin move? Or Yaxel going for 29 against Tennessee? They'll all be a distant memory because I don't really remember what happened in last year's tournament. But here we are. Before we get to the national championship, let's break down the games today in the Final Four. Kyle was all over UConn, Illinois. Kyle, what did you see in that game?
Saw a UConn team that shot the ball well from three with Mullins.
Well coached team.
Yes, very well coached team. Very intense coach. Love his style. Saw a team that just played well, held on defense very well.
Yep.
They held Illinois to under 60 points, and they are the only team to do that this year, and they've done it twice.
Yes,
And that's also just how they've played defense all year. They're a tough-nosed team, played well on defense, shot the three well.
Coming off the 19-point comeback win, coming off a all-time three, Mullins.
Mullins, yeah.
Three. Freshman.
From
right?
the logo. Yeah, freshman.
And you knew that was going in after he stole it. We talked about it earlier. UConn 18-1 the last 4 years, covered the spread every year. Hurley's the best coach. He's the best coach in the country right now. UConn,
his winning percentage, he is number 2 all time in winning percentage in the NCAA tournament, right behind John Wooden and right before Coach K.
Well, this is we talked about we're doing our show prep and getting it on. That 18-1 stat to me is fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, 2 back-to-backs, Elite Eight, and now going to another national
And
championship.
this is like I was talking with Kyle while we were testing stuff. I was like, this isn't like not to dismay Lou Alcindor and stuff, but this isn't like when back in the 60s when you had like one dude who was like NBA ready playing a bunch of 5'9" white dudes. He's had, I mean, and I don't even hear that much in the NHL. I don't follow UConn enough. I know Danny Hurley. That 18-1 stat is fucking crazy. It's crazy good. They are good, and I guess with Illinois, I should have known this.
How about a 780 win percentage? Though?
No, it's nuts. And
wild.
He's the best coach in the country. But what I would say, so remember I ended up picking Illinois when we did the show, but I kept telling you, man, I don't know, UConn, they're scary. UConn's scary. And I said, if Illinois can't hit their threes, they're in big trouble. First half, 25% from 3.
Mm-hmm.
They did cut it to 4, and I watched them miss a couple wide open layups. They just weren't. They were, to me, I hate stupid cliches like they want it more. No, everyone wants it the same. They seemed
it's a Final Four.
They seemed not ready. They just seemed a little apprehensive compared to UConn.
Well, UConn's experienced. They're ready. They're built for this shit.
Yep, big time. And that was like, I think looking back on that,
they're the only blue blood in it. In the Final Four. You're not a blue blood. You're a good team. You're not a blue blood.
I mean, undefeated in Final Four since 1976. National championships, the Fab Five.
The lost Maze twice. Never won a national championship.
The Maze and Blue. No, they won in 89. They won a national championship in 89.
No, not the Fab Five.
No, the Fab Five.
That's
never
what
won.
I said.
Yeah. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan. We're a blue blood. We're in everything.
No, you're a blue blood in football. You're not a blue blood in basketball yet.
Just the American dream. Dusty May is going to make sure.
I hope so.
That stays the same.
Yeah, I hope so. Some people are saying he might be waiting for another job. That's been really quiet lately.
He's going to leverage that from it. We'll talk about that later. Right now, UConn. I believe everything you said. They are a good team. Best coach in the country. We went through all this, but they're about to run into a buzzsaw. They're about to run in the buzzsaw of the big NBA-sized Big Ten champion, Michigan Wolverines. Yaxel, I guess he can't. I mean, if he played another 9 minutes, he can't be that injured.
Yeah,
right?
It can't be that bad.
Do we even bother with this injury? Like, is it going to affect the spread? Like, you're right. He's going to be icing. He's not going to be
7.5 point spread, and I honestly think it'll probably move to 8.5.
I think it might too. I'm going to go with Yaxel being healthy. But I was terrified.
You don't play 9 minutes of this game.
I agree. Yeah.
If you think you might not be available.
And he wasn't limping around. He was hitting threes and scoring and stuff still out there as well. This Michigan team's too big for everybody. The only team that could really match up their size was Duke. And now I don't know if I even should have been scared of Duke because I think they would have choked down the stretch anyway. I was never scared of Arizona. When we did our March Madness preview with Arkansas and Arizona in there, we both said that we think Arizona is the acceptable 1 seed to get bounced out. And I listened to you with Arkansas. You didn't listen to me with Michigan. Let that know. Let me reach my hand out to the SEC guys that I took SEC advice and you guys didn't take Big Ten advice.
Sorry about that.
But
I just thought those EuroLeague guys were going to play better than that tonight.
Well, it's like I said, I went in the show open. I'm a moron, but if your whole team identity is to attack the rack, you're not going to do it against Michigan. They've done it all season. Even Duke couldn't. Duke was better with them in the size, had better guard play in Madison Square Garden a month ago. There was just
and Duke has
better
bigger guards.
They're the only team that really matched up with Michigan's bigs on there, even though Arizona had some. I think Hurley will coach a good game. I think he's built for this shit, but because there's not much to talk about. Michigan won by like third. I mean, they kicked the shit out of them. It was awesome. Yeah. It was awesome. I came over on such a high. I walked into the Garage Studios chanting, "It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine." I think their size is too much for UConn. And do they cover the 7.5 point spread? I don't know.
They probably do.
I think they do too. They beat everybody by double digits, and they beat the shit out of everybody. Number one in the country, margin of victory. It was 18.8 entering the tournament. I don't know what it is now because they went by 20, 20, 30, 20. So maybe it's in the 20s. UConn's a different beast and they can shoot, but Michigan has big guards too who will guard the perimeter. They've got NBA size wings. Johnson and Mara, little bitch you ass to all the bigs in Arizona. Mara played his best game as a Michigan Wolverine, period. And he took over when Yaxel was out. Wasn't a little bit of foul trouble. I think loser talk is with the refs. I thought that was a poorly called game on both sides. I can't think of Bentley. No, that's
Bradley.
Bradley had 3 fouls with 5 minutes left in the third.
Yeah, and 2 charges.
Yeah, the charges were charges. So I guess maybe I'm
One
wrong.
of them was pretty weak, though. I didn't think he really
feet-
shoved up with that right arm.
It was enough to make the call, but I thought it was called bad on both. I'm not going to sit here and say Michigan got jobbed. I thought Arizona got jobbed on some calls too. But just like I said, you couldn't attack the racket and you can't shoot. What are you going to do? Lose by 30. I know they didn't lose by 30, but Michigan
20.
beat their ass. Yeah, 20, close enough. All right, so let's do it. UConn plus 7.5, over under 145.5. Money line on UConn is plus 260. Money line on Michigan is minus 325.
I like the over.
I do too, and the over is cheaper.
What was it? How many points? 140?
144.5. Michigan's been averaging like 90 points in the tournament.
But UConn's been holding people to lower. I'm not saying they're going to stop you or anything, but
Right.
I don't know that you'll score 90. But
And I still can't get the yet, because maybe he'll still be tight. He's not going to be out of the game, but he'll still be tight. He won't have that explosive because he's got like Grant. Yaxel's like this generation. I'm not saying he's as good as Grant Hill.
there was 164 put up tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean,
I like
144 doesn't seem that bad to me. I would take the over.
I like the over in this, and I probably will take it. But like
Especially in a Michigan blowout. I really like the over.
Yeah.
I would take an alt spread of like 9.5 and the over.
I don't hate that. But like I said, I've already got my future for plus 550. So I get 550 on this if Michigan wins the national championship. No spread, no nothing. So I won't be playing the spread, but I do like this over. I should have probably pulled up UConn's. What is their defensive ranking? Do you know? It doesn't matter. We don't have to look it up.
It's pretty high.
I usually have the Ken Palm in front of me. I don't today. No papers. This is a paperless show.
Well, they also just held Illinois, which is a top 5 rated offense,
Yes.
to less than 60 points.
They also shot like shit from 3. They weren't ready.
Well-
They weren't ready for. They seem like a team that was. I see. I'm trying to avoid cliches. That's Radio 101. I felt like I could tell that it was too big. The moment was too big for them. That's how I felt. That's just gut handicapper. They were too quick on the triggers and stuff. But that's what separates UConn from the pack, and still proud of the Big Ten outshowing. And I'm going to be especially proud on Monday night when Michigan hangs another banner, and that will be a national championship in football 2 years ago and a national championship in basketball now. And East Lansing. How's that Izzo national championship doing in 2000? Huh? Dusty May's got the same amount of natties as Tom Izzo, right?
Well, not
Messiah
yet.
Izzo.
Not yet.
I am getting a little too confident.
I mean,
I am
you
getting a little.
are.
They're playing UConn too.
Because you're treading on
I'll admit.
stuff that people in the comments would really make you eat your words.
I will admit, especially because
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm very pro Michigan here.
Well, you're also catching me a half hour after the game, so I'm on high. I'm on high with this, and I was never worried about this.
He's got
game.
AIDS,
right? I was never worried about this game, and like even people at work, I was like, no, it's gonna be a blowout, and I was kind of shocked at how many people took Arizona. I really was. I was kind of shocked at that, but that's fine. We're not going to pretend like it's disrespected. We know what we are. We're the Harvard of the Midwest, for crying out loud. All right, so make your pick. I would take Michigan minus 7. I'm not playing it.
I'm going to take Michigan minus, I'm going to say 8.5.
So alt spread?
I'm going to take an alt spread, and I'm going to take the over. And it's a national championship. I'm probably going to parlay. I don't play a lot of parlays.
Yeah.
When I do, it's just 2 or 3 legs, but I'm sure they're going to have some boost out there for it or something. So,
without a doubt.
Exactly. So I'm going to, I guess, sell a point and take it at 8.5 and the over.
I like the over too, because UConn's not.
I'll bet them both straight up, but I'm going to parlay them too.
Well, UConn's not going to go away. You know what I mean? Say Michigan does go up like 19 and they're scoring their 90.
hanging around.
UConn's going to keep playing and trying and scoring. They're good from the free throw line. Another thing, Arizona, awful from the line tonight.
Oh, they
awful.
were.
When they went on that 8.
Actually, it seemed bad for a moment because they missed 3 in a row.
Yeah.
They were 12 for 19.
But the 3 in a row was so big because
that would have cut it to 4.
And Yaxel went, that was the actual injury where like people were talking that it was like broken ankle. Like I was hearing the worst shit possible. They went on a 7-0 run and missed the 3 free throws. We're about 10-0 run without Yaxel. Well, it wouldn't have changed any momentum because they still kicked
It
him
would
in the
have
face.
it would have made it a bit
I
of
thought
more
it
of a
was
ball
big.
game at 4 because then y'all came right down there and made it 10 again.
Yep, right away, just like that. Great game. Overall, before we get into the Natty, I've found this to be now. Usually, I make a lot of money on this. Remember our run last year? I hit like 9, 10 straight bets. You were killing it. We picked all the winners. I have been spinning my wheels. Didn't really lose too much, and it felt shitty losing all the challenge for kids bets. But I really didn't make much money. But overall, entertainment-wise, it's been a great tournament. I feel like it's been a great tournament. All right, Kyle. Some people are saying
it might be time for this particular police officer to retire. So the Cincinnati, Ohio cop did, it's probably the worst arrest attempt I've ever seen. And this is something we can bond over because you already don't like Ohio.
Correct.
And I'm not a big fan of cops.
Right. Yeah. Well, is anybody until they need one?
Right. I mean, I just in general.
I know.
I'm not going to get on a whole political thing. I have some cops that are my friends. You know, we got a neighbor that's a good friend of ours that's a cop. You know, it's not like they're all terrible, but just in general. But this has got to be right up there with some of the worst arrests I've ever seen. This guy, I can't explain it anymore. Just watch it.
And,
mute it too.
It's muted, so you'll see it on YouTube. You won't hear it on audio.
Oh, there's the struggle.
He's so much bigger than him too.
I know, but he's like 70.
Oh yeah, he can't even get up.
He missed his bike. He tries to grab his bike.
Oh, that was a nice move. Oh, he is moving like Ric Flair in his final match when he shits his pants.
This is wild. He can't get the
He
taser
can't even
out.
move.
And the guy's like just trying to draw him away from the bike so he can outrun him back the other way.
He's just doing like a Looney Tunes.
Yes, he just Looney Tunes the shit out of him. That car tries to help him block him. He gets on his bike.
So long.
And all right, come on. And then he's just gone. He just quit. Come on. You've got to have some standards for a police officer. I don't get it. These police departments just keep these guys that are like 1 foot in the nursing home, or they're like 800 pounds, and like, how do you even fit in your like bulletproof vest?
That dude was barely moving.
I know. I mean, that guy had to have been 70.
I actually kind of felt bad for him a little bit in a way. That's time to retire. It's time to hang him up.
It is, but also like you got some. You've got physical standards you got to meet. Like, actually make them meet them.
Well, I've seen some guys like that. Like, there was one funny one where they were playing Super Mario music, but this dude was like an athlete, like running around. That guy was, it was like a
I've seen some cops be some athletes. I've seen one, like, he was running away in handcuffs behind him, and the cop just shouldered him right into a brick wall.
But this guy, the suspect, was running like a 6'2", 40. And the cop was still like 20 yards behind him. So he's running like a 10-40. No, that was embarrassing. All right, Kyle. Some people are saying sharks know how to party.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Are they hanging out at Daytona Beach in spring break?
Well, they're failing a lot of drug tests. That's what we'll see.
Why are we drug testing sharks?
That's what I'd like to know, but we're about to find out.
And who's doing it?
We're about to find out that some sharks have more in their system than Tiger Woods when he's driving.
I'm going to have to get this out before you play that video.
Yeah.
But there are pesticides that are running off into swamps in Florida, and they are monitoring the alligators.
Yeah.
And their penises are shrinking. I had to say it because this is your number one sports talk radio show for penis talk.
Yeah, we haven't talked about a dick in a while.
Not in a while.
Is it like Alex Jones? They're turning the frogs gay.
Yeah.
They're shrinking the crocodile's penis.
Mental retard.
All right, now check out how much fun this shark had.
Positive for drugs in the crystal clear waters of the Bahamas. We're talking painkillers, caffeine, cocaine.
Coke.
According to a new
Sounds like a landscape company I used to work for.
That's a pretty good combo.
85 sharks across multiple species near a remote
Look how
island
fucked
in
up this
Bahamas.
shark
Scientists
is.
say
Maybe that's
about
why he's just moving so
1/3 of
slow.
those
He's like,
sharks
got any
that
lewds?
had detectable levels of drugs in their blood. Now, this is serious because researchers say they're concerned about
not
what
that
constant
serious.
exposure to these chemicals could do to the shark's health and to the balance of the entire marine ecosystem. And maybe more
Well, let these
importantly, if the
sharks
drugs will
party
make
a
the
little
sharks
bit.
more
Right.
aggressive towards people. So is
This
it
shark
safe
here
to
said
go
he
back
can
into
quit
the water?
anytime he
For
wants.
that, I wanna
Put
bring
a
in
couple
Dr.
in the
Tracy Banash. She's
Chesapeake
an
Bay,
environmental
and they'll
engineer
knock out the
and
blue
research scientist. Thank you
catfish.
so much
Yeah.
for taking the time.
Or let's
Natural
hear
first
him up.
question
Maybe get
is,
him all coked
how
up
are
and
the
hear about their
drugs
business
getting
plan.
to the sharks?
Yeah.
Are tourists flushing them?
Well, my guess is
throwing
going to
them
be
in
like shit in the
Are they being
sea.
dumped by smugglers?
Yeah.
And also, how are
Like,
they in
why is
such
he
a
asking this
form
question?
that they can
Yeah,
be
that's
readily
why.
Yeah, like that
Yeah.
white bitch knows.
What,
All great
what a dumb
questions,
question. What, you
and
think
it
he knows a
depends on
dealer?
where you are,
Yeah.
They're
because
eating the shit in
In a
there.
previous study in Brazil, we found that it was likely that
Shut
sharks
up,
were being
bitch!
exposed due to illicit activities, very highly concentrated urban wastewater. In the more recent study in the Bahamas, these substances were found in the shark's blood, which means that they were likely consistently or chronically exposed to these chemicals. At very
Or they
low
just were
levels,
looking for a good
likely
time.
From wastewater overflows, septic. One study says
Don't
that
bore
about
this story. Let's hear
85%
more about the
of
coke.
wastewater
Yes.
entering the coastal waters is either
Tell us
poorly
they're
treated
injecting it or
or
something.
completely
Yeah.
They're mainlining it in their
untreated,
dorsal
along a lot of the
fin.
pharmaceuticals that
This
are
shark sucking
flushed
those
down the
small
toilet,
crocodile dicks for crap.
From septic systems, boats, for examples, and of course, places where there's a lot of tourism, so a lot of wastewater.
Well, she's an
entering
expert. She's
those
got a bunch
coastal
of
waters.
bass in the background.
Sharks testing positive
Oh,
for drugs.
yeah, we got you. That is pretty. Well, why are they even testing sharks for drugs?
Yes, why would you ever think like, you know what, we need to test these waters
Yeah,
for cocaine and Percocets?
Probably. I like that the one shark was high on pain pills and cocaine, and then they added caffeine. I think the caffeine's the least of his problems. That shark.
Golly.
Uh,
Sounds like a good music festival.
Yeah, it sounds like. I mean, well, at least
Shark Fest 2026.
I think he's just balancing out.
Don't do the brown acid.
He was a little too high on the blow, so we needed to, come down a little bit with some pain pills on there.
It's the only thing you can do.
Kyle, did you see the skirmish in South Carolina? Is that the women's Final Four or Elite Eight?
That was a
South
women's Final
Carolina,
Four.
okay. Did you see that what went down there?
Yeah, Gino was pretty mad about the pregame handshake. Like, way over the top mad about anything like
Baby
that.
sore loser. I am totally on Dawn
Exactly.
Staley's
He
on this one.
Definitely seemed like a sore loser.
Yeah.
And you only kept waiting 3 minutes. It's like a
That's his
pregame
excuse.
handshake. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, I just don't see it as a big deal, and you're making it way bigger than
Well,
it should
and
be.
she'll get
kind
there-
of like seemed like a senior snap moment.
Well,
you know
she'll
what
get
I mean?
there when she gets there. They're coaching. They're getting stuff ready.
It's a Final Four. Fuck your handshake.
I think his competitiveness, which can be a positive for people. I'm a bad loser. I'll admit it.
Bled over into becoming an asshole.
And they were getting their ass kicked so bad that just every little thing was getting him mad. And so then he was like, she made me wait for that handshake.
Well,
Now she's
yeah,
gonna
and he
embarrass
also
me.
said he was calling for a foul on he said his point guard's jersey was torn.
Oh,
And it was like,
boy.
they tore her jersey. She tore it.
She tore it. Yeah. It's kind of like Izzo was bitching about calls and stuff too. I think it's a bad
It's
look.
too deep into it to be bitching about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Handshakes.
It's just a bad loser.
Yeah.
And it
that's all
happens.
is.
It's okay. You know what, kids? Sometimes, well, I don't want to say
That
that
Syracuse coach that played UConn in the first or second round, she was a sore loser too. She's
Yeah.
like, we always end up in UConn's bracket.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Play
Sorry.
better so
Yeah.
you don't end up there.
Get a better
But they
seed.
do it a little different. They do it regionally. They really stay regional so these women don't have to travel that
Okay.
far.
So she just wants a.
She wants to get out of UConn's bracket, but the only way you're going to do that is get a number 1 seed.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's another sore loser.
That's
I-
loser talk. We
Loser
hate
talk.
loser talk.
Hate
here.
loser talk. But I also hate losing. But I would never.
But
act
you'd
like
admit
that.
you wouldn't make a bunch of fucking
No,
excuses
I wouldn't make
about
excuses. I get like some of these people are wired different. Like Jordan took everything personal.
It's fine to take everything personal. That doesn't mean you have to commit to loser talk.
Well, I think that they were getting beat so bad that he just started this all irresponsible speculation.
Our favorite speculation.
That he was just seething with anger and everything. He thought he had a right for everything. He was going to say his piece. Bad look for him. Hey, we're on Dawn Staley's side. Who says we don't like women in sports?
That's right.
Women's sports.
She said, I will beat Gino's ass, is what she said.
Did she?
Yeah.
I dig that. See,
Yeah.
we're on Dawn Staley's side. And we were betting on Angel Reese over rebounds all summer. We love women's sports.
That was a good summer.
Great basketball weekend.
Summer of bricks.
It was. Remember the guys who were betting on her?
Yes, and they'd be like in banana suits and everything.
And then they had to they stopped that. They had to stop
Well, they had
them.
to block her out. They
So
couldn't
put a
show her.
brick on her.
They put a brick. That's
Let it-
hilarious.
See, let the Sharks have fun. Let the boys, let the
Yes.
girls have fun. We're
Just-
not hurting anybody.
It's just a little cocaine.
Basketball, great basketball day today. We had an awesome matinee before the Final Four. Nuggets Spurs. Nuggets win in overtime. Wemby Joker go at it. Excellent game.
Joker put up 40 and 10, 3, and no turnovers.
Joker ate him up today. And
they looked a lot better with Aaron Gordon.
oh yeah, and they had Cam Johnson back. Watson got dinged up a little bit.
Yeah, Cam Johnson had like 18 points in regulation. I think he scored a couple more in overtime.
He had some big ones in the fourth.
Big threes.
One thing I did notice about this, a lot of flopping by Wemby. A lot of flopping around. The Nuggets were doing. Joker needs to learn to flop. He doesn't flop. That's why he's getting all
won't
torn
do
up. He doesn't
it.
get the calls. But so all of you people who hate flopping out there, and I agree, I don't like it either. These guys are going to keep doing it if the refs keep calling it. The league needs to
Well, there
crack
was.
down.
I
on
mean,
it.
I thought they were supposed to be fining them when they flopped enough.
Whatever happened to that?
Yeah. I
'Cause
mean,
it-
there were fines supposed to go out for that type of shit. I
Yeah.
hate that stuff.
Me too. But
Or the when they move the ball from left shoulder to right shoulder, and like that elbow goes past their face, but it's like that far away from them. But the refs behind them,
right?
So it doesn't see that angle, and it looks like you hit it.
Yeah, it's I think it's an issue. I'm not going to go totally old man on it because I don't blame the players. If they're going to call it, do it. Why wouldn't you? That's why Shea gets the line all the time. Wemby was flopping a lot today. I thought I watched that game a lot, but if you're going to get calls, you're going to get it. Either way, that game going right into Illinois and UConn and then Michigan, it was basketball nirvana. Playoffs around the corner. We'll be doing playoff preview before you know it.
Right after our UFL preview.
Right after. Did it start today?
Oh no, it started like a week ago.
Yeah, I know. I saw a game on today.
Yeah, there's another game tomorrow. The Gamblers and somebody.
It's so weird how the NFL, just all football looks so
Ted
much different.
Ginn is a coach. He's a
Oh,
coach of the
Teddy
Columbus
Ginn
something or
Jr.
others.
I haven't heard that name in a while. But even just seeing the UFL stuff on TV, it looks like a sitcom football game they have on the TV where the
Just
colors
generic,
are off.
yeah.
Everything just looks off. It doesn't even look like football. All right, we'll get some things wrapped up. We're going a little long. Any thoughts on the NC job? You think Dusty Main's getting it? You think what?
I think
I've heard
somebody-
Billy Donovan too.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you can't. If you're Billy Donovan, it'd be really hard to come back to college just because your name's on the court.
I
at
think
Florida.
I think he needs to go back to college.
Man, if he does, do they pull his name up?
That's a good question. They should.
Probably. I mean, especially if he coached somewhere else.
Wait,
in
he won 2, right? Back to back.
He won. Oh, I thought he won 3.
He could have. I know
he did win 2 back to back with Joakim Noah.
I know he lost. Didn't he lose one to Sparty? I think he lost one too.
Maybe, but I thought they won it back to back in like 2008, 2009, and won another one in 2011 or something.
Could have been. He hasn't done shit in the NBA. What, OKC and Chicago? Chicago's a mess. I wouldn't work for Chicago. Their management is something else because they're content with like making the play-in games and they don't. I mean, the Bulls from Jordan to now, they've been irrelevant forever.
That's not true. They had some Derrick Rose very
That's true.
good
Well, he
years.
got- well, he
had
got
an MVP.
hurt.
Right, but he had an MVP season.
The year he got hurt.
Right, but he also got Rookie of the Year. He's had some good moments in Chicago. It's not like they've just been limelightless.
Okay, I'll stand corrected on that, no doubt. But that was 2 years because he
Yeah.
got hurt. If he didn't get hurt, yeah. And they had bad luck with the Jay Williams injury. If I'm Donovan, I take the North Carolina job. And this isn't me trying to say I don't want Dusty to go there. Of course I don't want Dusty to go there. But my heart of hearts tells me that the American Dream, Dusty May, is using it for leverage to get bigger money from Michigan. I don't think he wants to.
I think they're going to get somebody in the Final Four, but it's not going to be Hurley.
No, won't be Hurley.
No.
And I wouldn't take the who's Arizona's coach now?
Lloyd? What
yeah,
is it?
yeah. I
Tommy Lloyd?
I wouldn't take him.
No, but Illinois, he's a pretty good coach.
Well, the odds-on favorite right now is Dusty May, and then I've heard a lot of Billy Donovan talk. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, Kyle, you got some picks for us? Oh, words of the week,
Words of the
baby.
week.
Words of the
We
week.
can't skip it.
Well, I don't have my papers. I just closed down my stuff.
Words of the week. I thought this was America. Now, if you're telling me in America, you cannot walk around in your own yard in a thong and do some weightlifting,
Yeah, what are you?
why
Sort of
this might as
Nazi?
well be communist Russia.
Yep.
Let's play the clip. We got John Sullivan here, just trying to live free in America.
That's all he's ever tried to do.
Male lays out in the sun in the nude, his testosterone levels go up about 400 times. Laying out in the sun, even in the nude, there's nothing wrong with it.
John Sullivan is a tad overdressed today.
He's pumping iron.
Normally, he works out and sunbathes in his backyard and Fountain Inn in a thong or naked and unafraid. After an accident, he says his doctor recommended exercising and getting outdoors.
Not in the
he
nude,
was
though.
arrested in his backyard March 13th, charged with indecent
That is what seems like
exposure.
you like.
The deputy who arrested Sullivan wrote in his report he could clearly see Sullivan naked through the fence.
I think people look over here at a beautiful buff bull of an alpha.
That doesn't work for me.
Oh boy, he's really good.
It's the two twin braid beards that get me.
Yeah, and that he's like kind of fat. So like, what are you working out? Just
Attorney
arms.
Beatty Ashmore has represented a
All
case
glamour
like this
muscles.
before. He laid bare South Carolina's law.
You're free to do what you care to do on your property, to include sunbathing in the nude. The problem comes in if the general public can see you. And
Yeah, I thought that was like
so
well
then the
known.
question becomes,
Yeah,
are
I guess
they
so.
going
Do you remember
out
that
of their
like pilot who was walking around
way
naked?
I mean, I guess 9/11 ruined a lot of things.
Yeah.
the public driving by and or neighbors from seeing you?
The case now to be decided in a court of law. This
Well, he's
May.
going to lose.
Well, you never know. Let's hear him out.
Let me look into
the
your-
man's just trying to hang a little brain.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not doing anything crazy.
I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger worked out barefoot. Why can't he work out nude?
And maybe these people are looking through his fence. Don't be looking through his fence. It's a privacy fence for a reason.
Yep. I'm gonna look into the future and say he loses, and then this will be his comment when he gets out of there.
Life sucks, and then you die.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Kyle. My word of the week, simple, natty. Go get it. Hang the banner. Go get it. We're not gonna do any clips. No pomp and circumstance. Go win. Just go win the game. You're the best team out there. Go beat them. End of story. All right, Kyle, give us some picks.
I am going to take Michigan and whoever the Rockies are playing.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, they still got another game with Phillies, right? Tomorrow? Or Sunday?
Wrap up Phillies Sunday.
Yeah, but this will be posted on Monday morning, so.
Dodgers come to town soon, too. I would recommend everybody do that. I even text. I'm trying to get my dad to bet. I'm like, you want to double that?
Let's go, big shot, Bob.
Like, you want to retire? You want to double that retirement?
Yeah, there
like,
you go.
Bet against the Rockies every time.
And if they win, double it.
It really is. It does.
It sounds crazy, but
it
it's
sounds
that
like we're
simple.
snake oil salesmen, but trust me.
We did it all last season.
All
and this
year.
team is no better than last year.
And like I said, the only time I remember kind of being, because they won a couple I bet on. The only one I really was like, I can't believe that was
Swept
the
the
Yankees.
Marlins. To me, it was the sweeping of the Marlins. Even though the Marlins stink too.
Yep.
The sweep, like, wow, they won 3 of them?
And I didn't bet the first 2 games. I bet the third because I didn't think they would sweep.
Yeah.
But I think those were really the only 2 burns.
That was
out of 162 games. I didn't bet every game, but
they
80%.
only won 3 games in a row once. And they only won 2 games in a row twice.
And they only won 2 series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my play is already Michigan. I would say take a money line, I guess. I mean, take them with the points. I've got a future on them to win the national championship.
And the over. Don't forget the over.
I'm getting there.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm not making a pick on the game as I already have $100 to win $550 and them just winning. Love of the game. Over. I like the over too. I'll be taking the over. And to the boys, Jared and Matt out there, the 100 challenge for kids. 100 of that 550 will be yours if Michigan wins. We'll make it 200. It'll be like an even split. We'll never talk about the 1-3 record.
And please let us know about the weighted vest deal.
Well,
would every step count as a rep?
Oh, it's like when the national championship wraps up, and then I have that pick. I'll get a hold of them, see if they want to come on. We'll talk for just a couple of minutes. We'll do the vest thing, and then tell them I'm sorry. I almost
could they also be running down the road and just doing curls?
Now that one I think is a lot more ground than the vest. Because that is
the
a
vest.
clear
I mean,
one.
still 20-pound vest every step.
Hey, I'm with you on that too. Well, we'll break it all down. We'll get all of the parameters they got going for us. All right. Until then,
hold on. Is it 100 miles each or together?
I don't know. I assumed it was 100 miles each.
Oh, wow.
I assumed
so.
it was 100 miles
like
each.
it's not like one could be lifting while the other one's running around the track.
I think that could be possible. Well, we'll get them on. We'll
We need
get
to break
all
this
these
down with
answers on there, and then I'll hit the donate button when they're on and pop that 200 in there because Michigan is going to win the national championship, like I claimed back in November. Put my money where my mouth is. All right, you ready? Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
See ya.
See ya.